The prayer of Hallel has been our companion all throughout the week of Pesach. It's recited as part of our morning services each and every day of the Chag. As you may know, Hallel is a conglomeration of the chapters of Psalms of Tehillim, in which we sing and praise God, remarking on the wonders of the world, the kindness of our Creator, and we offer gratitude for our good fortune. The second paragraph of Hallel is the one that explicitly mentions the Exodus from Egypt, Psalm 114. It begins, B'tzeit Yisrael mi Mitzrayim, when the people of Israel left Egypt. As we greet the final days of Pesach, we specifically celebrate Kriyat Yam Suf, the splitting of the sea. 1 week after leaving Egypt, just around now, the people of Israel faced the Yam Suf and God split the waters, allowing them to walk through on dry land. If the beginning of Pesach celebrates the departure from Egypt, this latter part of the holiday celebrates the splitting of the sea. In Hallel, that second paragraph that references the Exodus presents a wonderful personification of the sea. Hayam ra'a vayanos, the sea saw God and ran away. It's as if the sea itself was reacting to God with awe, with wonder. In fact, there's a midrash that comments on this verse, and it goes as follows. When Moses went to divide the sea, it would not accept from him to split. The sea said to him, I should split before you? I am greater than you. I was created on the third day, and you were created on the sixth day. When Moses heard this, he went and said to the Holy One, blessed be He, the sea doesn't want to split. What did the Holy One do? He put his right hand on the right hand of Moses. Immediately, it saw the Holy One, blessed be He, and it fled. As it was said, the sea saw and fled. Hayam ra'a vayanos. It could not delay, but split immediately. Not only is this a delightful little tale that Moses and the sea had an argument in that moment, it also sets man against nature. And who wins the argument? Nature. Nature has precedence over man because the natural world was created first. It was here before we were. The sea doesn't need to listen to the humans. In fact, if anything, humans need to pay attention to the natural world. They need to honor and respect the natural world, for it was here first. Jewish environmentalists now have a great argument for convincing us to decrease harmful greenhouse gases, to be kind to our surroundings. We owe it to our environment. We are relative newcomers compared to the elements of nature all around us, at least according to the story of Breshit and to this argument between Moses and the sea. In the Midrash, the thing that finally convinces the sea to split is that God directly gets involved. What humans and nature have in common is our one Creator. In fact, the rest of this chapter of Psalms also paints a picture of the natural world responding to God's presence. It says, Hayam ra'a vayanos, the sea fled. It says, Hayarden yisov le'achor, the Jordan River turned back. That's a reference to the later story, where the Jordan River stepped aside, so to speak, to let the people of Israel cross through. Very reminiscent of the splitting of the sea. And then the psalm continues, Harim rakdu che'elim gevaot kivnei tzon. The mountains skipped like rams, the hills like sheep. And the commentaries say that these mountains and hills were all around Har Sinai, responding to God's presence on that mountain. All of these phrases paint a picture of nature responding to God's presence, but specifically at a time when God and humans are connecting. The splitting of the sea, the revelation at Sinai, their entry into Eretz Yisrael. These are moments when we are all aligned, when God, Israel, and the natural world are all somehow involved together. Human beings and nature together, responding to the greatness of God, are participating in a Hallel of sorts, in praise and gratitude. All week as we recited Hallel, this praise, it feels appropriate that as we did so, spring was emerging all around us. Slowly and sometimes with hesitation and a little revisit from winter, but it was there nonetheless. the natural world is awakening around us. As the snow melts, as the ground warms, as the buds slowly emerge, this may not be as momentous as the splitting of the sea, but nonetheless, perhaps we can see the natural world conveying the presence of God. Perhaps we can be in conversation with our environment during this Chag HaAviv, this festival of spring, reflecting on the beauty of God's natural world, recommitting ourselves to respect it and to respond to its needs. I wish you a pleasant end of the holiday and a Chag Sameach.